Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to talk about Baddies episode 10. First, I want to start off with make sure y'all like and subscribe to my channel. If y'all don't know about my channel, go check out my other videos, and yeah, y'all. So first I want to talk about the episode and how I feel about it. So first off, I'm so happy for Biggie. You feel me? She finally stepped up and actually defended herself. And actually, I was kind of happy about that because I feel like Tommy is just not a good friend to anybody. If you're not kissing Tommy's ass, it gives that she doesn't want to be bothered with you. And I just feel like Biggie was too much of a good friend to her, to be honest. This girl even went to the bottom of the bottoms and even said that, you know, she split her first Zeus check with you. And you could tell that Biggie is very, very hurt and very passionate about Tommy. And from the episode, it's looking like Biggie looked up to Tommy once upon a time. Maybe she used to watch Tommy on Love and Hip Hop or whatever she used to watch Tommy with, but you could tell that she definitely looked up to Tommy, and she was just happy to be Tommy's friend. She was just happy to be there, and that's what it is. And I feel like Biggie actually took Tommy to the extreme level of friendship, and Tommy is nobody's friend. She is another Natalie, okay? Tommy is nobody's friend at all. If you're not kissing her ass, she doesn't care about you. She's not considered a friend. And like I said, I don't know these people. All of these things are from what I've seen from the previous episodes and from past entanglements with Tommy. I just feel like Tommy is not a good friend to anyone. And I just feel like us Caribbean people, we take friendship very personal, and it's different, you know, from those people that grew up in the United States or just not raised in the Caribbean background household. It's different for us. We take everything serious. Like, everything is more passionate. Everything is more, you know, we really take pride in our friendships and pride in the people that we love. And you could tell that Biggie actually really looked up to Tommy. She really loved Tommy, and it shows because she's so mad about what Tommy told her. You know, you could tell that Tommy actually really did hurt Biggie's feelings. You could tell. And to me, as a friend, it was dead wrong for for Tommy to laugh in Biggie's face when Biggie is trying to explain to her how she's feeling about her friend. I just feel like Tommy is just no good, period. It's not a good girl, not a good friend. And if I was Biggie, I would chalk that friendship up to the max, because Tommy is nobody's friend. And I repeat, she is nobody's friend. I would just chalk that up to the fullest. So right now, everybody on the episode is talking about how Natalie is going through stuff. She just lost somebody. She just was at a funeral and all of this extra shit. And what's really going on this episode is they are trying to wean out the people that got booed. Basically, they don't want the people that got booed to perform. And I mean, they have a right to say that, because why would you want people to perform for baddies and they're getting booed? Like, you want the people that are performing and the people that they're loving to perform, and that makes sense. Summer is saying that Lex got booed. We didn't see that. The viewers didn't see that, and unless they edit that out, so we couldn't see that. From what we saw, Lex did not get booed. It was only Dolly, Nunu, and Summer that actually got negative feedback from what we seen. When we were watching the scene, Lex, everybody was happy to see Lex. They were cheering her on. So I'm not sure if maybe they were booing her. I'm not sure, but I know that they did not put that in the episode. And Summer is basically saying, like, that's not fair. And I believe Summer a little bit, because when she was talking to Rolly the next day prior to Rolly having to dog the shit out of her. She was basically saying, like, I feel like energy should be matched. If I'm getting booed and I cannot perform, why is Lex getting booed and cannot perform? And she's very adamant about Lex getting booed. So that makes me feel like Lex definitely got booed and they edited out. And I feel like the people that edit the videos, they're very messy and just a little too much, because Summer swears to God that Lex got booed, and she's trying to figure out why does Lex get to perform and I can't perform? We both got booed. So that's a situation that they need to handle out. And on the next episode, you could tell that Natalie is fucking livid, and she goes there and she wants to meet with the girls, and you could tell that she wants to confront these baddies, because why the hell is you calling me about a damn performance? Like, you're already on Baddies as it is. If you can't perform, chalk it up. You guys are acting like little girls. And to me, I just feel like that was definitely Summer. She just needed something to pick with. So they definitely confirmed that Biggie is a fan. Well, I wouldn't say a fan, but she's like a fan friend for real, because you could tell that she really looked up to Tommy. And the girls, Anna, Mariah, and Tasiki, they were trying to tell Tommy, like, listen, Biggie actually looks at you as a real friend. Like, she, always defends you, and she's this and she's that. And this is not the first time that Biggie done this shit to, not Biggie. This is not the first time that Tommy done this shit to Biggie, okay? This is not the first time in the first season. Last time, Tommy did Biggie like that dirty, and on confessional, she told that bitch she would never be her friend. Tommy is not nobody's friend at all. So we're gonna fast forward to Scotty's part. Like, for some reason, when I seen the part with Scotty, it was just like, why is she here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is she here? And she's so happy to be in Italy or wherever she's at. She's so happy to be there. But once again, I told you guys that Scotty is not that happy. Scotty is not that happy. Scotty is going through a lot right now, and she is going through a lot of insecurities, okay? Scotty is insecure at this point in time. Scotty's very insecure at this point in time, and nobody can help Scotty at this time except for her. You could tell that Scotty enjoys being pregnant, but she regrets getting pregnant at this time in her life. And to be honest, I don't blame her. Scotty should have just waited due to the situation and the circumstances of what was going on with Lemmy prior. I just feel like Scotty knows that her karma is coming back, and she knows that her karma is going to come back, because right now she's nervous and she's scared because she's going to be at home. He still has to go to work, and she knows that he is dipping and dabbing in these females. She knows what type of man she has. So right now, Scotty has a lot of fucking insecurity, and you could tell she's wearing it right on her shoulders. You could tell as soon as you see Scotty, you could tell that she is not secure in her place right now, and it shows. So basically, Scotty is just basically venting to Jayla and basically saying that she has concerns about herself and the baby and Lemmy. Basically, her concerns are she wants to make sure that he still likes her. In all words, she's basically saying, like, she is basically worried that if she's at home majority of the time while he's out working, that he might be cheating, like he might be dipping and dabbing. And I feel like that is so true. She knows her dude, so that's why she's kind of worried. You could see on Scotty's face that she is definitely not secure, and she's looking for some type of security. And I feel like Lemmy is not giving her that security. I don't care what nobody says. They could take cute pictures online all they want to, but I honestly feel like they are not in too good since the baby, or since the arrival, not the arrival, but since the announcement of the baby. I feel like her and his relationship are like way down a little bit, and she knows this already, so that's probably why she's feeling some type of way. And then again, she's pregnant, so they're clipping her out of the scenes and all of this extra shit. They're barely showing Scotty, and I just feel like Scotty needs to go home and just basically have this time off. I cannot stress the fact that she needs to go home. And Scotty basically brought up that, you know, she's kind of hurt about a lot of things, like, you know, Lemmy, the baby, Natalie, especially Natalie. You could tell that she's very hurt about Natalie because she came into Baddies with being Natalie's best friend. That's how she got on the cast, because she was Natalie's best friend. And you could tell that she misses that. You could tell she misses her friend, and you could tell that things are just not going right. And I already called that out when I first seen all the previous episodes, that Natalie barely even talks to Scotty. And then when she nominated Tommy over Scotty, that was kind of strange, because Tommy doesn't even be there most of the time. She's in and out, and then when she is there, she's not a good influence to the girls, because she's either shooting the girls, bringing people to come attack the girls or something. She is not a good role model for the new baddies that are coming in. I feel like Scotty was definitely a good role model, because Scotty doesn't start fights. She defends herself when she's supposed to, as she should. And I feel like Scotty's definitely a girl's girl, so she should have been nominated with Rolly. And I've been saying that in the previous episodes, that I feel like Natalie has a problem with Scotty because Scotty is with Lemmy. I literally said that shit in the previous videos that I did. Clock that shit, because I know what I'm talking about. If you go on my channel, you will see a video of Natalie, Lemmy, and Scotty, and I did my thoughts on them in that video. In that video, I literally said it before Scotty even came out with this episode and said that Natalie is not talking to her because of who she's messing with. We knew already. Like, I already knew. Like, I could have seen that from afar away. Natalie is salty that Scotty is messing with Lemmy. You know why? Because Natalie feels like Scotty can potentially take her place. So I feel like I feel like Natalie is falling back a little bit and wanting to take and pursue her music career more than Baddies. I just honestly feel like she's trying to give her spot to one of the girls. And at first I thought it was going to be Scotty, but not anymore. It seemed like she's leaning to Rolly more to take over this season. And I was very surprised about how she nominated Tommy out of all people, because Natalie has issues with Tommy. Everybody has issues with Tommy. And she nominated Tommy and Rolly to take over for the girls, and that was dead wrong. And you could tell that Scotty was sitting in the back feeling some type of way, because what's going on, Natalie? I came out that I'm pregnant. You didn't even tell me congratulations publicly. People were dinging Natalie up for that. Like, what's going on? Why you didn't tell Scotty congratulations? She's like, oh, I did tell her congratulations. I did her a video, but I was told not to post it. That's a damn lie, Scotty. Natalie, I don't believe that for one fucking bit, because they posted it. Everybody and their mama posted it. Why the fuck you ain't posted it? You're salty that she's having a baby with Lemmy, because I feel like Natalie got a taste of Lemmy also. So she is salty that Scotty came and won over Lemmy like that. Because now Natalie is out of it now. She's out. She can't get no dingly from Lemmy anymore. She can't get nothing like that anymore. And she can't get no head from Scotty neither, because her and Scotty were doing tongue activities too as well previous seasons before. So I feel like she is mad about a lot of things, that Scotty cannot be her number one hoe no more, because I feel like Scotty definitely was. It gives that Scotty would do anything for Natalie just to be around Natalie in the spotlight. Now you got what you wanted, Scotty. Go home. Okay, go home, because none of the girls are really feeling you like that. Only the ones that like you a little bit. The rest of them are not really feeling you like that. The audience are not really feeling you like that, like you already got what you want, go home. You know, we'll catch up with you on Keeping Up with Scotty with the Baby, or whatever it's called, Scotty with the Baby. We will watch and keep up with you on that episode, on that show. I feel like you should go home for this season and just leave it alone. Leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Because you already feeling some type of way as it is, already being there, and it shows. You could tell that Scotty feels out of fucking place. She's just there because of Lemmy. Literally. You could tell that Natalie literally turned cold shoulder on her and don't want to have nothing to do with Scotty. You could tell Natalie is not into Scotty now one fucking bit. And it shows, and she's mad because of Lemmy. And I literally sat up there and expressed this shit to y'all already. That's why Scotty and Natalie fell apart. Scotty and Lemmy been secretly messing around for seasons, okay? Seasons. When I tell you something, believe it, because I'm always right. Scotty and Lemmy been fucking around for seasons. And I could tell you when Natalie and Scotty's relationship fell apart is when she got with Lemmy. If you really peep and pay attention, you would see Scotty's relationship came to a downfall when she started fucking with Lemmy. Because Natalie was fucking with Lemmy before Scotty came around. And she was getting the bag and all of this extra shit, secret gifts or whatever. I don't care what nobody say. Lemmy and Natalie was secretly fucking around until Scotty came around and stole Natalie's shine. Natalie doesn't want to be bothered with her or the show or Zeus Network. You could tell she doesn't want to be bothered. Because I feel like she's very jealous of Scotty, and I feel like she's very jealous of the baby, because she's probably like, damn, Scotty, it's already fucked up that you got with this man, knowing that I was fucking him, even though I have a husband. But it's crazy that you got with this man, knowing that he was my man on the low, and then ended up having a baby with this man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Natalie's not feeling her, not at all. And the people and the viewers are seeing this shit, they paying attention, and they already know. My advice to Scotty is go home. A lot of people were saying that they skip past Scotty's part. Like, they forward it. Because they said that they don't want to see Scotty, to be honest. Because what is she putting to the table? She can't drink, she can't smoke, she can't fight, she can't be around the girls too much because she's pregnant. They think Scotty's boring now. They want to send her home. And I honestly agree with that. And a lot of people were saying, like, look, we will keep up with Scotty on her show. And I honestly agree that people are tuning in to watch Baddies to see fights. They not tuning in to watch Baddies to see a pregnant woman shopping. They not trying to see that shit. Fast forward. So we're going to move on to Dolly, Lex, and Summer. I feel like Dolly really was at her breaking point with Summer because, like I said, Summer antagonizes the shit out of those girls. And Summer feels like, hey, these were my friends before. I can say what the fuck I want and I will not get touched by them. And she's sticking to that degree because even Rolly even came up and was saying, like, Summer, you doing a little bit too much, and I can't save you if these girls are gonna beat your ass because you overly talking about these bitches and you're saying foul shit, and they cut things off. Because I feel like Summer be saying a lot of shit that they cut out of the show. So these girls are pissed off. Lex and Dolly is fucking pissed, and Dolly really had it to her wits' end with Summer this episode because she's like, listen, bitch, it's either you want to stick to one side or stick to the other side because I'm going to end up beating the shit out of you if you keep talking shit. Okay, it's cool that we broke up. We can always become friends again, but do not pass your fucking place with me because I will beat your motherfucking ass. You keep trying to pull my whole card and I'm not approving of that. And she keeps doing the same thing to Lex and Dolly. And really, Lex, she really is biting at Lex. And now I see why Lex is going to beat the shit out of her. Because it's only so much a person could take, especially if they actually like you and they sparing you. Even the fact that y'all broke apart and you're not telling these girls why you don't want to be their friends anymore. I think that's kind of selfish of Summer. I feel like if you don't want to be Lex and Dolly's friend no more, you could sit down and talk to these girls and let them know why, and maybe y'all could have worked it out. But she's just mad for some odd reason, and these girls don't know why the fuck she's mad. And they're hurt about that shit, because even Lex was crying about that shit. Even Dolly sat down and was like, listen, I miss Summer, and you know, I don't know what's going on with Summer. If you're gonna not talk to these girls that you have to see on a daily, I can understand that if you don't see these girls, period. Like, you don't see them no more. You see these girls on the cast. Try to mend your shit and talk about it, because y'all was the big three that people were so happy about, okay? So basically, Dolly is just telling Summer, like, listen, if you keep running your mouth, I'm gonna beat your ass. Simple as that. And Summer's like, okay, whatever, being funny and shit. And if I was Dolly, I probably would have popped that bitch in her mouth. And she keeps talking, oh, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna fight y'all. Y'all was my friends. Okay, if they was your friends, stop talking shit about them, because Lex is getting pissed. And to be honest, I'm just waiting for the episode to where I see the fight with Lex and Summer. I'm just waiting for that episode, and I feel like that episode is coming out very soon. If it's not, I know for a fact it's not episode 11. If it's not 12 or 13, it's definitely 14. Mark my motherfucking words, because Lex is getting fucking tired of Summer, and they're all getting tired of Summer. All of them. And then you see how Natalie came off in the next episode to Summer, and Natalie, you could tell that Natalie is fed up with these bitches, and she doesn't want nothing to do with these girls. Natalie is on her own time. She's out screwing men, and she's out doing music videos, and she's out doing whatever the hell she's doing. And Natalie is pissed off at a lot of these girls, and she has a vendetta against Lenny and Scotty. And Natalie doesn't want to have nothing to do with this cast. You could tell that she is done, and she's to her wit's end. As far as Sukiana and Sapphire, I just don't really know about those two girls anymore. I used to like the Coochie girls, but it's just like they did a little bit too much when it came on to Gretchen. Come to find out, people did do their research, and Gretchen is a white woman. So, I mean, I could get where they're coming from. I thought Gretchen was Puerto Rican, or I thought Gretchen was a different type of race. Come to find out, Gretchen is Caucasian. So I see why those type of girls are feeling some type of way, because they're basically thinking that she keeps saying this N-word to mock them or to make them feel some type of way. Honestly, I feel like Gretchen grew up in the hood. Gretchen been around a lot of black people. So I feel like Gretchen is nowhere near racist. Her baby daddy's black. Her kids are half black. So I feel like she feels like she fits into that category. And a lot of people have different situations, and a lot of people were saying that, oh, non-black people were commenting on it. I'm not black, or I'm not white. I'm Puerto Rican and Jamaican. I am an island girl, so I feel like I can have a say-so in it if I want to. And I know one thing about me is, if I come around and I decide to say the word, I know one thing: ain't nobody gonna tell me shit. Your problem. I don't appreciate nobody trying to tell me what to say or anything like that. Fast forward, but I do get what the girls are saying. Gretchen is a Caucasian woman, and you know, she shouldn't be saying it. They already didn't close Mariah down already. Mariah is saying the N-word now. Not nigga, she's saying N-word. So I guess supposedly somebody already got Mariah together. I just feel like this N-word is being dragged a little bit too much, and it's not that deep. It's not that serious. But then again, I get it. She's Caucasian, and they feeling like she shouldn't be able to say that word. So that's their opinion, y'all. My opinion, I really don't give a damn who says the word, to be honest, because at the end of the day, I'm not black. So I guess whatever. I'm Puerto Rican and Jamaican, like I stated before. I'm not black nor white. So I don't know how they feel about that situation, okay? Anyway, make sure y'all like and subscribe to this channel, and I will be back up here with more videos. I'm really getting tired of baddies, to be honest, because they're boring as shit, and things are looking up. I just know that I'm happy for Biggie. Yes, Big Dominican, you did your thing. You shoved the fuck out of Tommy's face, and you should have been did that shit, because Tommy is nobody's fucking friend, and you shouldn't even be bothered with Tommy. Right now, Tommy is very devious, and right now she's pissed off that you shoved her face, so it's up and it's stuck with Tommy. And I feel like Biggie, you should keep that same energy.